One Piece 1080 has dropped, and Oda has given us bangers after bangers. We have seen the hero of the Marine, Monkey D. Garp, and that has prompted us to make a top 10. Who is our current top 10 in the verse? Starting off with number 10, the Chief of Staff of the Revolutionary Army, Sabo, the Flame Emperor Sabo. What more needs to be said? This dude was tangoing with two different admirals at the same time. And in my opinion, he beat both of them. I don't care what's the truth or not. He beat both of them and he left. Number 9, the current 5th Emperor or the 4th Emperor, Monkey D. Luffy. The head of the Straw Hat Pirates, the head of the fleet. He is in his bag right now. And I think Luffy is just going to go up from here. We haven't seen the peak of Luffy. Yeah, he said year 5th was his peak, but we haven't seen anything yet. It was a tough call to decide between number 9 and 8. So I would say it's kind of a tight position between Luffy and number 8, Big Mom. Big Mom is highly disrespected in the community. A lot of people see Big Mom as quote-unquote fodder, trash. She is probably the weakest Yonko. I don't say this. This is what the community is saying. Big Mom needs to be respected a lot more than she is. Number 7, a highly debated one, and I know a lot of people are going to say I am wrong for this one. Mihawk. I know Mihawk, people are going to say he fights Shanks. He might be in the same level as Shanks, but I would say that's trash. That's a trash opinion. Because Mihawk is nowhere close to Shanks. Shanks is the head of the Red Hair Pirates. He is basically at the helm of the seas right now. We saw what he did, but this is not a Shanks discussion. It is a Mihawk discussion. Mihawk needs to do a lot more for me to go higher up on the list. And number 6, Monkey D. Garp. What more needs to be said? We saw what he did there. In 180, 1080, we saw what he did there. He basically leveled an entire field with just a punch.
Now it brings us back to the top 5 strongest characters in the whole verse. Starting off with number 5, I'm going to go no further than BlackBeard. He's going to be the final antagonist, the main rival to the MC Luffy. He has 2 overpowered fruits in Whitebeard's old fruit and the Darkness fruit. And with his arsenal, maybe he could be a bit higher, but he is not a serious person, which is why I put him at number 5, but eventually we'll move up. Then, the next one, we have Kaido. We don't know if he's dead or not. He just got beaten by Luffy and the Alliance, but he was fighting for a long time. Kaido, with his Conqueror's Haki, his experience, and his overpowered fruit and indestructibility, definitely still ranks number 4 in the whole verse, in my opinion. Then we go to Akainu. Some people might not believe Akainu is stronger than Kaido, but he's the only force opposing the pirates and the pirate world in the Marines right now. He has to be broken. The level of growth that I'd expect him to have from Marineford to here should be immense. The only other character that has gone head to toe with a top tier for 10 straight days and come out as a definitive winner, cutting off his leg in the process, Akainu is definitely my number 3. Then we go back to number 2. You know what? This is the perfect time to take a break. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Enjoy. The prodigy of the Pirate King, Shanks, red-haired Shanks. I made a whole video about this. You guys should tune in and watch that. Conqueror's Haki, Pirate King's move, clearing Kid in less than a second, and Killer. Has to take the number 2 spot in the universe for me. I don't think it's a debate. If you are angry about that, argue with your mom. Number 1. Dragon. Monkey D. Dragon, the father of our protagonist, the son of Garp. 3 family members in the top 10 list. Isn't that insane? But the show is about Luffy, so it makes sense. He is the head of the Revolutionary Army. We haven't seen anything from him. His fruit nut is alluding to something that has to do with the weather, but we're not sure. Based off reputation only, and being the only person in the Revolutionary Army apart from Sabo that is a threat to the world government, he has to be the strongest in the verse. Because if not, the Revolutionary Army could literally be wiped out in a second. We've seen his commanders, and his commanders are trash. So the Revolutionary Army is literally being carried by Sabo and Dragon. And if Dragon is not a ridiculous person that can kill you by just looking at you, I don't see how it's possible for them to maintain this much power in the universe and not be wiped out by the Marines and the world government. Because literally, if I'm not going to lie to you, awakened Rob Lucci can clear out the rest of the Revolutionary Army apart from Sabo. No cap. So that brings us to the end of our list, our top 10 list. We have a few honorable mentions in. So the honorable mentions that we've missed out have to be Kuzan,
Fujitora, and Green Bull. Kazan was really close to it, but Sabo edges it.
That brings us to the end of our video. Leave a comment your top 10 strongest in One Piece. Tell us whether you agree with our list or you don't agree with our list. Comment, share, like, and subscribe. Thumbs up.